Okay, so I'd like to wrap up this debate by saying, by reiterating the points that were stated earlier. Our first point was that there was a disadvantage without extensive knowledge due to the lack of funding, and beneath this were the points that adaptation to life through technology, and I'd like to quote the book I mentioned earlier, Cloning. It states that every advance in human history is part of the technological project and has made man's life longer, healthier, and happier. Also, it was cloning is beneficial to disease research as well as infertility. Our second point was that without increased cloning funds, we can't fully exploit its benefits. And we talked about the cosmetics aspect of it, how it could help people who were accident victims or amputees, and talked about the potential for organ transplants, and we don't need organ donors and such. And our third point was that the increase in with an increase in funding, we can expand our knowledge in medical subjects. And Beverly mentioned we use animals for disease research and stem cell research, how cloning can benefit stem cell research, and how it can alleviate defective genes within humans. The opposing side talked about funding, and earlier Beverly said that private funding is not enough because we have a decline of that here in California, and also federal funding is prohibited, so we need that funding to instill more research. And the negative also said that it will not affect society. However, clones are people too, and it won't dull a person's uniqueness. From the Center for Genetics and Society, it says that it will only be true if we allow it to be true. There is no reason that individuals and society can't learn to embrace human clones as just one more element of human diversity and creativity. Also, according to the book Cloning, it is by now a principle of ethics that the origins of a person, be it from mixed-race parents, unmarried parents, and unmarried parents, do not affect the personhood of the child born. The same would be true of a child created by cloning. I'd like to end with a few quotes saying that from the book, The Science and Ethics of Engineering the Human Germline, Mendel's Maze. When gene transfer and related modifications are performed in tissue culture, first, all of the tissue culture cells that survive drug selection are genetically transduced. Therefore, every nucleus used to produce a clone has the desired genetic changes, and 100% of cloned organisms would also have these changes. Also, according to the book Cloning, A Beginner Guide, cloning matters because it is on the verge of affecting daily life around the world, and its importance will only grow with time. It opens the door to cloning and potential genetic engineering of humans, perhaps changing the very essence of what it means to be a human being. Therefore, our claim stands that the amount of funding should be raised for cloning research.